Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. Now this is my evening vlog. Just to let you know, we've changed the rooms around. I'm in a different location. Yes, that's my makeup desk. Very messy. I have to sort it out. We are in the other room. We finally switched it. Yes, I'm lying on the sofa. Stephen's playing some Minecraft, building us a house. Now, I just wanted to quickly say thank you to you guys for actually subscribing to my channel and for actually taking the time to watch my videos. I know that some of you might not have subscribed and you're just watching my videos, but I just want to thank you anyway because you're supporting me and you're coming along my journey. So what's going to happen in my videos is you're going to see me do makeup tutorials. You're probably gonna see me get ready in the morning, my evening routines and everything. And I may start doing a few challenges. If you guys want to see challenges happen, just put in the comments down below, okay? And also I would like to do a very big shout out. I'd like to shout out to a few of my subscribers. I'd like to shout out to Hamza, Victoria Hurst, Ellie, Stephen, George's partner. If I've missed any of you guys out, please put your name in the comments down below and I will subscribe. Oh my god, I will shout your name out. Now, in my last few channels, I've been the most craziest person ever. I'm really bubbly and I always used to talk really fast, and I don't know if I still do it now, but I'm trying to calm down and slow down a little bit so then I won't I won't, how do I say, you guys will be able to understand me a bit more, because in my videos I want you guys to understand what I'm saying and to see what I'm doing, because if you don't understand me then it's not the best thing. We like to communicate, do you get what I mean? So you guys know me for who I am, and you guys know what I like and what I do. Well, you don't like that. Well, you don't know that bit. Sometimes I may stutter because I don't know how to get my words out, but I will carry on and I will speak, and this is what will happen. Now, I know I haven't told you guys what I'm into, but I've told you my age. So I'm 23. My name is Kaylee Louise Ryan. I know, handful, but it's alright. I love the name. I'm a horror buff. I love horror. Horror films are my thing, and horror books as well. I remember reading a horror book a long time ago. I got it off of one of my family members, and it was about monsters, creatures of the night and everything, and oh, it was just so amazing. When Stephen was at work, back then when I used to live in a different house from here, he would be at work and I'd be just reading the book until he came in, and sometimes I'd find it really scary being there alone, but I made myself I entertain myself basically. I do like reading, but I haven't been reading in a while, so what I might do is I might get some reading books and I'll start reading again. But I do want to get my videos out, so my videos will be, I'd say I'll be putting out videos every day, in the evening time. So basically when Michael's sleeping, it's the only time where I get to do videos and everything. and I might be able to read you guys some Reddit stories quickly. Bubs, can I borrow your phone?
It's on charge at the moment.
Do you have Reddit on it?
I think it deleted it.
Can I have a look? Quick.
Yeah.
Thank you. Happy 18th, babe.
Happy.
Oh, crap. So, guys, I don't know. This was my old phone, but now it's Steven's because I got the new one. I think Steven already said it in his channel. But, password, please.
Well.
Ah. And there's me thinking it was something else. And do you have Reddit? I don't think you do.
I think you deleted it.
You don't mind if I re-add it, do you?
Go
Thank you. See, I have to ask because I don't want to just invade his phone, and that it wouldn't be nice. I love like reading scary Reddit stories at this time. Like, it kind of makes me quite happy. Like I said to you guys, I'm into horror, so I love horror, but my reading is gonna be a bit like, how do I say it? It'll be bit alright, I guess. As I said, I love horror. I love reading horror books, romantic books. I'm a romantic as well. I like romance. I do like action, but it has to be like an action horror. So, like what I was watching earlier today, I already said it in my video. Ooh, Jesus. See, the two phones, they feel so weird because the back of my phone, it feels completely different to this one. This one's more shinier, and the other one, this one that I'm holding, is, I don't know really how to say it. I need your face. Thank you. You jiggle my belly, huh? Why did you do that?
I actually got clue.
But yeah, I'm trying to sort everything out so I have a routine going. We both have a routine going now, which I'm really quite happy about actually. I read a story to Stephen like earlier today, and it was called "My Brother Didn't Leave His Room for 3 days. My parents wouldn't let me check on him." So that was a really big like paragraph. I know I've got a double chin, don't worry guys. Scariest night of my life, real pizza delivery story. Ooh, pizza delivery, huh? Let's do it. Okay, this will just be one. Scariest night of my life, real pizza delivery story. This happened to me about 3 years ago and still haunts me till this day. For a short while after graduating high school, I moved in with my aunt who lives about 30 minutes outside Grand Rapids in a small, quiet suburb. She was kind enough to house me and feed me, but she required that I pay for all my other expenses, doctor's clothes, toiletries, etc. In order to pay for these things, I decided to get a job as a pizza delivery boy at the local pizza shop. For about 2 months, the job went smoothly, with me making enough money to pay for all my expenses plus extra to mess around with. It was a Friday evening in late September when I arrived at the pizza shop to clock in. I'm from New Jersey, so it would normally still be warm out this time of year. And I remember being a little annoyed that I had to stop wearing shorts and start wearing a sweatshirt out. After making 2 deliveries, Realtree close by, we got a call for a delivery that was in the neighboring town, about 25 minutes out. The suburb I was staying in was the last suburb of Grand Rapids, and this neighboring town was very real with houses spread far apart and lots of farmland in between. This annoyed me because the roads were always dark with barely any street lights out there, and it would be almost an hour road trip for a small order. Anyways, I got the pizza order and started on my way. About half an hour later, I arrived to this oh my god, sorry guys. Relatively large house on a side road with no other houses on it. I get out of the car, noticing I'm surrounded by wheat fields for as far as I could see. This street had no street lights, and the only light I could see was the porch light of the house. I went up to the door and rang the doorbell, waiting about 5 minutes with no answer, so I decided to ring it again. After the second ring, I could hear what sounded like to be an elderly lady call out to me, asking me to wait a minute. After waiting for what seemed to be after 5 minutes, an old, short, white-haired lady opened the door and greeted me with a big smile. After handing her the pizza, she invited me to come in and wait while she gets her wallet so that I would have to wait in the cold. I politely declined, as I knew in the back of my mind that it's never a smart thing to do. She seemed shocked to hear this and asked once again. After saying no a second time, she started to look a little annoyed, asking me in once more time. At this point, I started thinking to myself that she probably could have gotten the money in the time she's wasting just standing here asking me to come in. After declining a third time, she turned around and placed the pizza on a small table in the walkway, then turned and looked at me again, asking for the fourth time to come in. At this point, I thought to myself how much time this lady is wasting. Not only did I have to drive 30 minutes to her house, I also stood outside waiting for her to come to the door for another 10, and I have now been going back and forth with her for another 5 minutes about me not waiting in her house while she gets the money. After all this, I would have to drive another half an hour back to the pizza shop, and all this time I thought to myself about an hour and a half in total for a $5 tip was so not worth it. After declining a fourth time, she asked again, this time stating that she needed help counting the money for me as it was hard for her to see the oh my god, that is a long word, denominations. I decided that this was too much of waste of time and told her she could have the pizza for free. As soon as I said this, her smile vanished and I turned away to get back into my car ASAP, as she was starting to freak me out. As I start making my way down the porch steps, she yells at me to come back as she has a 50 bill and that I could just keep the change. Immediately after saying this, I started to hear some rustling in the wheat fields straight ahead of me, and I felt my head drop as I saw the wheat being pushed down closer towards me. At this moment, I knew there was someone in the wheat field, and I ran across the street to my car, getting in and locking the door instantly, starting the car and getting ready to floor it. As I threw the car in drive and slammed on the gas, a horrible screeching sound surrounds me as my car accelerates slower than I had anticipated. Down the street, about 3 seconds later, two powerful pops, about a second apart, fill my eardrums as I find it harder to control the car. I then see out of my left side view mirror sparks coming from my left rear tire and realize my tire has popped. I felt like I was about to throw up. Of course, this happens now and not any other time. I decided that I could give a shitless about the damage. Driving on a flat was going to cost, and continued to floor it, the car down the street. I called my boss while driving down the dark roads, and he told me to call the police, as it is highly unusual that someone would ask me 4 times to enter their house and even offer a higher price after being granted free pizza. I hung up and called the police and told them everything that happened, and they told me they would send a patrol car over to check it out. At this point, I was about a mile away from her house when a third loud pop broke the silence and my car veered hard to the right. I pulled over as driving flat near impossible and got out of the car to see what was wrong. Both my rear tires and my front right tire had all been blown out, and at this moment I knew I wasn't going anywhere. I called the police and asked if they could send another patrol car to my location so that I could be picked up and dropped back off at the pizza shop, where I could then make plans for a tow company to get my car. For about 10 minutes, I sat on the side of a pitch black road with no houses in sight still shaken up about what had just happened at the house. I replayed the events over and over in my head, and the image of the wheat moving and the sound of something approaching made me sick to my stomach. I wanted to get out of there and just go home and lock all the doors. I then see the police headlights pull up behind me, and I immediately get out to thank him. The policeman gets out too and says he would like me to give a statement about what happened at the house while his partner is there checking it out. While giving my statement, I mentioned that three tires blew out, and how unlikely it was for that to happen at this time. Immediately he gave me a troubled look, pointing out how rare it was for one tire to blow out, let alone three. He started looking at all my tires and then noticed in my front driver's side tire, the only one that hadn't blown out, there was an obvious slash from what seemed to be a knife. He told me it looked as if someone slashed all my tires while I was on the porch of the house, and he immediately connected the dots, saying this was a setup to possibly abduct me. He told me that he thinks the plan was that the old woman would lure me into the house where another person would then restrain me. At the same time, he told me someone was probably in the fields going to my car to slash the tires. That way I couldn't escape, and the noises I heard in the field right in front of the house was probably him returning. He thinks the reason, sorry guys, I'm shaking. Oh my god, I really am. He thinks the reason why the woman yelled so loud to take the $50 was to alert the man that I wasn't cooperating, and he would have probably abducted me himself and ushered me into the house. But luckily my quick thinking allowed me to escape in time. We drove back to the police station where we met with his partner, who said no one answered the door after he knocked and waited, and it appeared as if all the lights on the inside of the house were off, and there was no sign anyone was home other than the illuminated porch light. I quit that day, and I still have nightmares thinking about what could have happened to me if I had entered that house. Wow. Okay, this has been a long video. Thanks, Bubs, for letting me use it. God, my hand's been shaking the whole entire time. Sorry, guys. I need to get a pop socket. Ouch. Okay, so that was the story from Reddit. If you guys want to go and have a look at more, please go and download Reddit on the App Store, and you'll find loads and loads of stories. I love it so much. I'm not promoting it, by the way, I just wanted to say it. This has been my video. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want to see more like this. And this is me signing off. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.